Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the BYU Cougars and the TCU Horned Frogs. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Horned Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bachmeyer. Moves around to clear up the vision. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the lone running back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He won't quite get marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Cougars are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cougars!
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give on the counter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Makes the grab, it's Payne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The run inside, it's Payne. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, after their opponent just scored a TD, they need a touchdown themselves to tie this one. And what a big-time run there on 3rd down. I don't know if the defense was expecting them to hand it off, but once he got the football, man, he knew exactly where that 1st down marker was, and he made sure he got it to keep his offense on the field.
Slithers into space. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Martin.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Pocket breaking down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. "90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Running inside, it's Payne. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. It's a seam wide open. He's out of bounds at the 41, and they turn bad field position into great field position just like that. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run the counter. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Horned Frogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Payne.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, TCU. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point is good. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
Might as well give it to him again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all in display on that sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The inside handoff. Finding open areas. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of 3. That won't be enough for the first down. 4th down coming, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got his man on the right. Caught, and he's close to the first down on the nice pickup there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Might have a chip. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Nakua. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside, it's Martin.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking for space, it's Martin. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Marshall, taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Herd with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right back to the well. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime, like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Spins away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Quarterback keep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Still looking, on the move. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And tackled there by the defense.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Pulls it in. It's Payne. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The run inside. It's Payne. Could be an alley. Got some room in to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, TCU! 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Makes it past the marker. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Going long. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Got enough for the first.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Running inside. It's Payne. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback, so QB gets it.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play out.
back to pass. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Going to the running game. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Right back to it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the...
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
They'll run it. It's Martin. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football,
But you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Stepping to the right. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. And you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Creates a little space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
They'll go right back to him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, the running back has it.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
The run from the shotgun. Good, solid tackle. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, gotta have it here. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground. Just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And the extra point is good. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.